What's up, everybody? So today I want to share my top 5 most anticipated titles coming to the PlayStation 5 that we know of so far. So I want to begin with a game that looks incredible but truly could be next level based solely on the PlayStation peripherals that might come with it. So my number 5 most anticipated title for the PlayStation 5 is Dying Light 2. So there are a couple games on this list that are sequels that I haven't actually played their prequels. And this is one of them. I never played Dying Light, but from what I can see from Dying Light 2 is that you parkour through a maze of construction areas, scaffoldings, and other extreme environments, slashing enemies to bits while pulling off some insane, wicked moves. Even watching the trailer gave me a bit of a visceral response because I am afraid of heights, but even at that, flat games rarely, if ever, do this to me. I do have to say, though, that the PSVR fan in me is absolutely screaming. Every fiber of my being wants this to be in virtual reality, and if it is, I feel that this could become an all time classic. Other games such as To the Top and Richie's Plank Experiment have proven that virtual reality and heights can fool even the most clever of minds and make for an unforgettable gaming experience. That is why Dying Light 2 is my 5th most anticipated title, with the chance to be a whole lot more. This next game hasn't gotten too much love. I haven't heard much about it at all, but sometimes you just aren't in the mood for slaughtering enemies, solving puzzles, or sneaking past your foes. Rather, you want a game that you can sit back, you can relax, and play more of an inward searching game. Something where you can reflect about life and just enjoy the experience more than the gameplay. And that is where this next game comes in. My number 4 most anticipated title is The Pathless. It is a mystic adventure game that focuses on a skilled archer and her pet eagle. It is open world, and a lot of it takes place in a forest type environment. The goal of the game is to lift a overarching darkness from the world. A big gameplay mechanic is that you shoot talismans that build a dash ability that allows you to cross and traverse the land in quick speed. Rather than focusing on aligning crosshairs and actually shooting the talismans, the game allows you to focus on timing your shots rather than actually directing its accuracy. I believe that this is going to lead to a more relaxing gameplay and really allows you to better take in the scenes and the environments around you. You can also fly via the eagle, and I believe that the relationship between the two is going to be a big plot point and a driving aspect of the game. This game reminds me so much of Journey. It looks a lot like Journey, and in so many ways, that is a very good thing. The world seems peaceful, beautiful, and serene. Even in the short amount of playtime that we've seen, a spirit enriching plot seems to be at the center of the game. Don't sleep on The Pathless. I think it could be a hidden gem for the PS5, and right now it's scheduled for a holiday 2020 release. As for my 3rd most anticipated title for the PS5, I'm going to turn to a franchise that is much more popular than any of the other games on this list. And to be honest, I've never played Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what the gameplay is like, which may be surprising that this is my next and most anticipated title. But that should be proof to you how strong and powerful the trailer for the PS5 was. And that, in fact, is why my next anticipated title is Horizon Forbidden West. The game opens up showing meticulous jungles, underwater areas, beaches, deserts, snowy mountains, all in glorious detail. For me personally, this is easily the most impressive scenes graphically that Sony has showed for the PlayStation 5. And maybe it's because I didn't play the first game, but there was something in the trailer about the protagonist suggested that something was destroying the world and it was her job to save the planet. In fact, she mentions that she is the only one who could. So this may go hand in hand with the first game. And it looks as though there are machines in the shape of different animals, and there are different enemies that just seem like groups of menacing people, and they too, I'm sure, will serve as your antagonists. We didn't get to see any real gameplay, unfortunately. However, it is clear that unlike the first game, being able to play underwater is a big time element in this title. My research says that one accessible lake in Forbidden West is 100 times the size of Daybreak, which again, because I didn't play the first game, I don't know what Daybreak is. I don't know if it's big, but that is supposed to clue you in into the size in the massive environment that this game is going to be taking place in. I, again, don't really know how impressive that is, but you can let me know in the comments below. Help hype me up even more than I already am. And this game is scheduled to release sometime in the year 2021. This one's going to hurt for a couple reasons. One reason is that I honestly have no idea what this game's about. The reveal trailer was incredibly powerful and intriguing, but it didn't show any gameplay and pretty much didn't show any plot. But regardless of that, the biggest bummer is that it's not scheduled for release until the year 2022. But regardless, my second most anticipated title for the PlayStation 5 is Pragmata. As the trailer begins, we see what looks like someone in a futuristic spacesuit as something appears in the sky. A girl and a holographic cat join the spacesuit person, and everything is thrown into the air, being sucked toward the machine in the sky. The spacesuit grabs into the girl, shoots a net that encompasses the machine in the sky, which then causes the entire scene to glitch and seemingly break the world that they live in. The next thing you know, the two land on the moon, looking at the Earth as the spacesuit person proclaims that they have found their freedom. Does this tell you anything about the plot? Nah. Was there any gameplay? Heck no. But still, it looks pretty crazy and something that had me begging for more once the trailer ended. There are so many directions that this game could go, and it looks to have incredibly high production value. Hopefully by 2022, any kinks with the PS5 will have been found, and developers will have had time to really utilize the next-gen technology. Finally, my most anticipated game for the PlayStation 5 is Returnal. With the mysterious plot, the fun-looking gameplay mechanics, and the scary, eerie atmosphere, this is surely going to be one of the better games for the PlayStation 5 coming out of the gate. It's a house marquee game and was revealed with the PlayStation 5 system. You were introduced to a female astronaut who relives the crashing of her spaceship, an attack by some unforeseen presence, and her death. Each time she wakes up again, and the pattern continues. With each time the world changes, becomes more twisted, and she is slowly losing her sanity. The game intrigues me because the plot seems like it could be dark and ripe for some good plot twists. The gameplay looks dark, detailed, and engaging. Honestly, it reminds me of a darker version of No Man's Sky. The third person shooting aspect looks very close, and if you took some of the worlds in No Man's Sky and made them a bit more sinister and dark, I think you would get close to what we've seen in Returnal thus far. This game has all the ingredients for a top-of-the-line next-gen game, and I, for one, cannot wait for its release. So those are my 5 most anticipated titles for the PlayStation 5. I want to know, what are your most anticipated games coming up? Put a comment below. Please interact with us. Also, here at PlayPS5, we are a brand new channel. Our biggest production would be PlayPS5, the podcast, where weekly or bi-weekly we have a podcast covering rumors on the PS5, new games, sales, and once things get kicked up, we'll have developer interviews and fan interviews. It's sure to be a ton of fun. We hope that you take a minute, take a listen to our podcast, subscribe to our channel for more PS5 news, and always remember, don't play with yourself, play PS5.